Well, guys, as you can tell, we're already on location here over at Kevin's. Because on this episode of Pugliese Speed Shop, that street glide's going back together. Alright, so Kevin's already gotten back to work here because, well, I said it's because he's impatient. He said because he wants to ride tomorrow. I think we're both right.
I mean, I'm impatient too. Let's not get it twisted.
Like I said, I think we're both right. But,
I got to watch you do your intro. That was like, I'm kind of starstruck.
I get it, right?
Like, wow, I've only seen that on the TV.
Dude, it's like, it's a feeling. You get a feeling.
It is. Like, I felt like I was at a gentleman's club for a minute. All right, fellas, coming to the stage. We want to welcome you to the Spearmint Rhino. Should put a rise in your Levi's. It's candy.
So,
wait, are you rolling?
Yeah.
Great.
It's a little stereotypical, by the way.
What?
Nothing.
Candy?
It's not a stereotype if it's always true.
Right.
So I feel I'll let you finish tightening some stuff down there and show some progress, you know?
All right.
You can explain what you've done already. I say we, I ain't do nothing.
Like, when we last left Pugliese Speed Shop, there was a gaping hole in the side of this engine.
Mm-hmm.
So, put the pump in, put the cam plate in, well, after I put the new bearing in, because that's the whole reason we paused last time, was the bearing.
So you got your new one, I take it?
New bearing is in, and I'm glad we changed it because, because there was some witnessing on the cam, right? And you can't see it or you can't feel it, but like when you run your finger in here, you can definitely feel some resistance, right? And that's why I changed it. And then I got the new one, and the new one is like butter. So I think it was a good call. And for what? It was like $6.
Are you serious? That's all it was?
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd have been pretty pissed. You put it all back together and had
They
problems.
threw in the gasket. It was like $12. We're talking about a serious operation.
Yeah.
So the pump's in, the plate's in, pretty straightforward. Their instructions are pretty easy to follow. All torqued, ready to go. Used a lot of assembly lube.
Assembly lube, yeah.
Put the cam sprocket on, and before I put the chain on, they have you install the sprockets, and then they have you put a straight edge on the sprockets to measure the offset. Because apparently people have problems once they install this that the offset's a little off. But this was money, literally 2 thousandths off,
nice.
Which is acceptable 9 thousandths they give you.
Nice.
So good to go. Put the adjuster back on, or excuse me, the tensioner back on. Torque those bolts. Put the lifters in, and I'm putting this lifter block on right now. If you check it out over here, I don't know if you can see this. I like to show the fancy parts because you spend a lot of money on them, right?
Well, it says S&S right there on it.
So there's the lifter cuffs. They keep the lifters from rotating. Remember we were replacing
The plastic ones, right?
the plastic chintzy ones. It just looks
They're
like,
actually flexing those things, huh?
yeah.
Wow.
Looks like, remember like in the old 50s cars where they had that like Bakelite? Like
Yeah.
like radio knobs? That's what it feels like.
Well, I can see that.
Doesn't taste like it.
No? No. Yeah. There's that.
I think isn't what they called it? Bakelite?
So,
You're the old car guy. You're supposed to know this.
I can't afford cars with radio, so.
Okay, they use heater knobs too.
Oh, yeah. I know what stuff about. Little porcelain looking stuff.
Yeah, but it was like brown, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, some of them like an ivory.
Oh, ivory.
You know.
I tickle the ivories. I got a trivia question for you.
Oh, yeah.
What does, you know what RTV is, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what RTV stands for?
Oh, I do. I do.
Can you call yourself a car guy? Should we give you the answer, or first one that answers gets a sticker pack?
I only had to give away 2 or 3. You, Nick, and then this guy RJ from Revamp Motors. Another guy got it right too, but he never sent me his address, so I guess he doesn't want my sticker.
So,
RT, I know. Oh, it's like, well, is it relative time or really? No. I knew it a while back. I can't think of it.
what's the glove company that you bought those gloves from?
Hold fast.
Are they fans? Do they watch you?
Hopefully.
Because that pair of gloves that you gave me, because they told you not to send them back.
Mm-hmm.
I really like those gloves, so I kind of want to shout out them guys. Hold fast.
Yep. Hold fast.
They make riding gear.
Mm-hmm.
What do they make?
They make. I think all they have right now is gloves. I might have some T-shirts or something like that. But they have all different types of gloves. Like the ones that you have there are
Super thin.
yeah, summer gloves, super breathable, like second skin type stuff. You can use you can even use your touch screen on your bike and your phone and stuff like that through those gloves. And then
And you may or may not be able to master with them.
I don't know. I guess that's all relative. I mean, if you really try hard enough, you can use mittens.
I guess I shouldn't say shit like stuff like that if I'm trying to give them a shout out.
Get her done.
I
Yeah.
just say dumb stuff like that.
But
anyway, what's the name of them?
Hold Fast.
Hold Fast.
Veteran-owned company.
Props to them guys.
Out of
I'm
San
gonna check
Diego.
them out. 'Cause I like that. I like.
Yeah,
those
they got
gloves.
winners type gloves. They got all of them, man. The whole shooting match.
Shoot match.
Oh yeah. I'm sure you stored that torque wrench at the lowest setting, right?
Of course.
Keep the cal in there.
Well, when you buy your own tools, you treat them correctly.
Right.
And you know how I feel about my tools.
Well. Yeah, sequence on how to torque those, or?
Yeah, but I'm not going to be able to get a torque wrench in there.
Should I stop recording now and everybody will think you torqued them?
No, I mean, what can you do? Like,
Yeah. Get that wobble going on there.
yeah, which is not going to give me a correct torque. I know that.
Right. It'll be close. It'll be closer than not doing anything. Which is what most people would probably do.
Well, if I can't get it in there, I'll do that too.
Mhm.
Come on now. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, dude.
That's pretty straight.
That is actually really straight. But I think once you got it in there, you can get straight on it. All right. I'm going to switch over to the GoPro. My arm's getting tired.
I won't say anything crafty.
All right. All right.
Are we up and running?
We're up and running.
So I think I told you my friend out in Idaho,
Matt Compton.
Matt Compton. What? You just recalled that?
Well, I have a buddy named Mike Compton.
Oh.
So it did make it kind of easy. And actually, I saw his name today because he liked the stuff I put on Facebook. Did I tag you in it?
Mm-hmm.
You were working on it?
So I gotta say, Matt, I'm a little like.
Are you nervous?
I am a little nervous because Matt is like, he's like a horsepower guru, I guess you could say.
Right.
He taught me a lot. Like anything I know about building an engine, which is compared to him, which is nothing. Like I feel like he's critiquing me at every moment now.
I don't know.
Even though he's not even like that, though.
I get it.
Great guy, that Matt Compton. If you have any engine building needs in Boise, Idaho, Matt Compton Racing Engines, that's the guy you need.
He's got his own shop then.
Well, he used to own Performance Solutions out there, and then wasn't enjoying it. So he, went to work for the man like a lot of us do, and now he kind of does it in his own shop, in his house, on his own time.
That's very good.
And he seems a lot happier.
That's it, man. All about being happy. That's the guy that built the motor in my S65. He had a nice big shop behind his house. He's been there for 20, 30 years. Something. He's an old guy. Happy as could be. He's out there. Hopefully, he's out there with me now.
So, let's talk about RTV.
RTV.
You fellas can forget.
I forgot, I'll be honest with
I bet Matt Compton doesn't even know right off bat.
you. And the only reason I know is because nobody ever called it by its name, and I had to go check it out. It was like 2004. I had to check it out on board the mighty warship George Washington from the hazmat guys, and they didn't know what the heck RTV was. So when I was like, I said RTV, they were like, what? And I remember having to read it, you know. And they had the full name. I can't remember. Something so simple too.
It is.
I know it's driving nuts. I know it. I can't think of it.
Well, what's the process of rubber hardening?
Is that right? The process of
Yeah. Like how they make tires, they blank them. The process of the tire, like turning from a goo into a semi-solid.
I'm gonna go with the V and say vulcanizing.
Vulcanizing. Bingo.
Yeah.
So,
Real-time vulcanization.
did you say real time?
I did.
It's not that good. But let's even go simpler, right? So the V is vulcanizing, right?
Right?
So do you need to add heat to it or anything?
No. Oh, ready?
No.
Ready?
Simpler.
Right now.
Right now, vulcanizing. Yep, that's it. RT.
It's not really. It's not the real time.
You don't need to add heat. You don't need to add cold. You don't need to add liquid. It just does it right at. It vulcanizes right at
Room temperature.
room temperature. Room temperature vulcanizing.
I knew it was something so simple. I was like, see, I told you I'd do it. You just had to give me a hint for every single letter there was. That's all.
You got it. You nailed it. You're all over it. All right. So, let's talk about tappets. What do you know about tappets?
Or lifters, like a flat tappet.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you got a lot of zinc in there.
For the break-in, yeah.
Yeah. Even after flat tappet,
Yeah. Yeah, that's why the mold tappets fail, right?
That's why I run Brad Pendle on my 65. And not long because of flat tappet.
Let's talk about.
So they're not rollers, so it's not roller candy where it's not as much friction.
Rollers, yeah. Rollers kind of hot setup. That's what that means, right?
Mm-hmm.
What about hydraulic solid?
If I believe that's solid.
I believe the children of the future.
See somewhere left it. That solid one is more of a solid that doesn't give.
True.
So there's more of a race application usually, and
Yeah.
you gotta be more exact with everything.
Yeah, you gotta adjust them when they're hot.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's when you run them when they're hot. So when everything's hot. Because like the V8's basically the same. So the motor grows as it gets hot, right? So essentially the valve train is moving away from the camshaft. Right? So you gotta have something to take up that slack. Otherwise your valve train is going to be either super clattery when it's cold or when it gets hot. It makes a lot of noise. Yeah. Or you bend a valve or something crazy like that.
Pressure out usually.
So the lifters, if you make a little play in with that $2, 2/10 of an inch movement, 200 thousandths or whatever they have in there.
Those aren't gonna work.
No. No, I stole this trick off the interwebs.
You alright?
Yeah, just said.
Check on the phones where it goes up.
So we're going to adjust these on the base circle, which is, the camshaft is shaped, oblong, like an A. Right? You don't want any sort of lift pushing on when you adjust them. So you want the base circle. So how I'm going to do that is I stick them little pieces in there and move them around until we're on the compression stroke. It doesn't call for Loctite. I'm gonna put a drop on it or two. Say don't leave that knot down there. So we're waiting.
Okay. That's awesome. And action.
Oh, I just lubed the tip.
What?
See what you did there?
What did I do?
I'm talking to myself.
Hmm?
I'm blaming myself, not you.
Okay.
Don't
I'm
worry,
alright with
don't
that.
worry, Pumpkin. I'm not blaming you.
Oh, pumpkin. Oh, that's cute.
You prefer sunshine? Buttercup?
Well, it's October, so pumpkin fits.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about it. How about buttercup? You like that one, do you?
Buttercup.
You like that buttercup?
I get a little worried when you say it like that, I'll be honest with you.
Oh, creepy. Sorry, I don't know how to be any other way.
I get that. Can you move your hands out of the way? We're not getting a good shot.
This is like a three-handed job.
You usually got to pay extra for that kind of action.
In the Philippines?
I mean, that's what I heard.
I've never been to the Philippines. I've been to Thailand, though.
I've been to both.
Good God.
Yeah.
For the men out there, if you've never been to Thailand, don't go.
No, it's a bad idea. Nothing good can come from that.
Your brain will make every bad decision you can think of. And you won't even regret it.
That's the worst part. So what are you doing right now? You're spinning that push rod. You got everything in there. You're spinning the
I'm
push
just getting
rod.
the push rod finger tight so everything is, it's contacted the lifter and the rocker arm in the top.
Hmm.
Once it makes contact and it doesn't move up and down, then you start the adjustment. I really like to get this in its home.
That O-ring seated up there. Now you can kind of pick it up like you did the other one, huh? With the rubber band contraption.
Yeah, but I kind of want to get this started, but it's not not being groovy.
Something happened.
Right. Okay, I guess that's what you did. All right. Finger tight, make contact.
You got a mark it, no?
Yeah. It's right there. I already marked it.
Oh, you did? It's like 4 rotations.
One. Two.
You're starting to get tension on it all, like right away, huh?
Yeah. Three. And 4. And it's pretty snug.
There you go. Now we wait.
While we wait, we hydrate.
15 minutes, huh? Put a little drop in there just to,
Yeah.
so when you're banging her off the rev limiter, you know?
Whoa. Who does that?
I've never seen you do that ever.
I don't even know what a rev limiter is.
I assume this bike has one. I don't know. But
I mean, it red lines at like 5,000 RPMs. Why would you even need to go that high? That's just sound.
5,000. I think my truck rev line's higher. You see?
It's a Harley Davidson. The technology is like 50s tractor.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why I'm comfortable working on it.
Because you know everything will still be in tolerance. So then we wait 15 minutes and make sure the lips are collapsed a little bit.
Well, it says it can take up to 15 minutes.
We just keep an eye on it.
Because if it's open too high, when you go to rotate the motor, it could contact the piston. The valve can contact the piston because the valve is open too far.
Does that require a glove change?
No, cheap gloves that break all the time require a glove change.
Those are those mechanics ones, though. They're not cheap, are they?
I'm told they're $34 a box.
I'm upset your rant about that got cut. Good old Kevin rant. You know, you can't have too many of those. All right, we go.
Fits like a glove.
Quality tools. You know, if OJ had these, he probably would have been all right.
Hey, does not fit. You must quit.
All right, this probably could take a little while. We can go ahead and we'll shut her down. All right, so after the hour wait time of getting those push rods in, got it all done there, Kevin?
Done.
Nothing else got put on. Well, that didn't work.
We'll try the snap again.
Yeah, it's clearly we're not at that stage yet. So cam chest is all back together, push rods are all back together. Now we gotta put all this stuff
All that's left is everything.
back on. Yeah.
I have every tool out I own, I think.
There's quite a few. There's a
Looks
good
like
amount.
the toolbox exploded.
A little bit of
Not happy about that.
that's alright. But it's a good stopping point. Because now it's dark out. So we'll come back and finish tomorrow?
Yeah,
Alright.
she'll run tomorrow.
Faux show.
It worked so good the other day, and I really don't want to put this back together. All the fun stuff is already done. Do you think that snap trick would work, putting it back together?
I mean, it worked last time. So, I mean...
All those parts? Back on that bike? Nice.
Dude, it worked again?
I know, I love it when that happens.
It's pretty dope. Well,
Think it'll start?
I don't know. She's still tied down though. Let's point that out for me.
Yeah, it hasn't fell off yet.
All right. You know, take her down and fire her up.
Well, the battery is still saying it's charging, but I mean, I'm willing to give it a shot.
Two good things. So your rotor back, that must be a good sign.
Is it dripping oil?
I didn't see any.
I mean, I'll never really know until it's fixed until I take out and do some spirited riding.
Spirited riding. Well, no outlandish noises, no outlandish smoke, no drips, and you didn't have to push her back, so.
The only drip was the guy riding it.
We calling that a win then?
I'm calling it fixed.
We're calling it rideable. How about that?
Fixed for now. Dry as a popcorn fart.
All right. Well, guys, the old Road Glide there got me back safe and sound, and we're back over at my place. So, obviously, that was all Kevin's gig, right? I'm more of a like old school, make stuff, kind of run, hack job, side of the road. Like if you're stuck on the side of the road, I'm your guy. You need something done like meticulous, that's when you talk to Kevin, you know? So, obviously the bike's running great. He took it out. There's his little test run, and everything seems to be working as advertised. So, that's good. We achieved our goal, get Kevin's bike back on the road, and that's what's up. So, now that being said, See, we're back here at my shop, right? And it's been a hot minute since I did anything to this guy. You know, you've been watching some videos about getting ready for Trog. You know, we had this little guy there, you know, going to Trog, Kevin's bike. Then we had the 50th special, right? So we probably need to get back to our regularly scheduled programming, which is this guy. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it done. So make sure you guys tune in next week. And, well, hopefully it doesn't look like it does right now. That's all I can promise. I'm not going to promise anything further, except for hopefully it doesn't look like it does right now. Some kind of change, right? So until then, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, tell a friend, and as always, thanks for watching, guys.